So because it's broke off inside, I'm going to undo. What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Day in the Life of a Jobbing Plumber. For those that don't know, I am Dan, also known as Essential Heat King. We post on a Tuesday and a Thursday at approximately 6 PM. Give this video a like if you like it. Do it now before you forget, and then you can dislike it at the end if you don't. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. As usual, thanks for watching, and let's get into it. Right, so this job I've been called out to is a leaking Baxi main on this side here, if it will focus. To me it looks like it's higher up, so we'll whip the cover off and see what's going on inside before doing anything else. Well, it's looking like the diverter valve cartridge. Does it have a bypass? Just reach your arm around the back of the plate, you'll feel a little small copper tube behind there. That's the bypass on these. Nope, she doesn't. So we need a cartridge. I'll probably replace the actuator at the same time. Cartridge without a bypass. There's only two you can buy. One with a bypass, one without a bypass. This is the one you need. There's the part number for a boiler with no bypass. The actuator heads are the same on both. And that's the part number you need for that. Now the buckets that are ready, and a bit of U-gauge tube, and I'm going to connect onto that drain off there, get the boiler emptied. Well, as you can see, it's broke inside. There we go. All that needs to come out of there. So because it's broke off inside, I'm going to undo.
Oh, get everyone on the arc now! Get on the arc now! Let's go!
What a pain, sucking in air from that. I've contained it now. Now I'm going to take off this flow valve and whack that rest of the broken cartridge out, upwards. Beautiful. So I always apply a little bit of silicone grease to the O-rings, just one to help it slide into position, and two just to ease tightening it up, I suppose. Bit of lube on the threads, never hurt anyone. Beautiful. Nip that up. Plug the new one in. Push that clip back in there. And that's the top side done. Shut off that drain off. Two new washers. We'll get this bad boy put back together. That's that on all. New washer to tighten back up. Open the isolation valves up. We'll get some pressure back in it. Please shut off. Lovely. Open that air vent up. There's a lot of air in it. Lovely and warm now that. Let's give the hot water a test. Beautiful. Tighten the cover back on. Job done. Let's get some screws for that, huh? So them diverter valve cartridges are a common fault on Baxis. The pin basically just starts weeping from inside where it's diverting between heating and hot water, and then it runs up, and if you're unlucky it can damage the actuator on top, the motor, with it being electronic. Obviously the actuator was still working on this because the boiler was actually working for heating and hot water before I came. They just called out for the leak and loss of pressure, but I always change them anyway whilst I'm there. I can't be bothered. I don't want to be coming back for sake of whatever it cost. Now, however, they do snap a lot inside, hence why they're solid brass now instead of plastic. They do snap inside, and it's easy to remove by hitting it with a big flathead screwdriver from underneath after removing the isolation valve. But if you've not got access like that, or it's a big system, it makes the job a little bit harder. Anyway, hope you learned something. Or if you didn't, just enjoyed it. Next. Right, so I'm back at this job. You might have seen it on a couple of episodes ago. This pump sees solid. He wants it replacing. This time it's a bit easier access. Hopefully these won't leak. Whew. Open the air vent, release the pressure. So I always open the air vent first to make sure that them valves are shut off, obviously, and to release the pressure, because you don't want to be taking this pump head off with a bar and a half, 2 bar of pressure behind it. Undo these 4 Allen keys. Oh, these T-bars are brilliant for pump heads. Obviously got a towel ready, just in case, because there will be some dregs of water. You don't want to spill it on the cream carpet. The body stayed inside. Mint. There's the new one ready. I'm just going to apply some silicone grease to this washer. No real reason, just because I seem to have an obsession with putting silicone grease on things. What can I say? I like to lube up. Just going to give off a little bit of a clean where the new washer sits. You don't want any grubber out on it, making it not seal. Beautiful. So when you're tightening these up, make sure you do opposites so it tightens up square. You don't want to do these two at the same time first, because obviously it won't compress square. So then we're moving on to this one, and then that and that. Power back in, valves back on. Give everything a little dry off. And before we turn power on, I'm going to bleed that, make sure any what's got in the system's cleared. Yeah, basically this propeller seized. You can free them off, but it only ends up temporary, I find. Most of the time it's easier just to replace the pump, because you've got to take the head off anyway. Just replace the whole thing. Crap, these energy efficient pumps. Right, we've got power to it. This normally takes about a couple of minutes before it'll actually send power to the pump. So we'll go and check the other one I've just done. Beautiful. Right, this next one, we're in the middle of a dog field. So yeah, basically this is dog watering tap, and this had a water meter on it, and the frost, I don't know if you can see that there, but it's broken it. So I get a spanner on that, make sure it's off, although it definitely feels off. cut this insulation out of the way and replace it. Hopefully I've got like for like. So that's what we've got. Hopefully it's the same. Check the water's off now. Yeah. Snips for that. Double insulated. Nice. Right. Rubber washers, bonus. Although that one's seen better days. Thankfully we've got new ones in here. There's an arrow on this. I was going to write the old figures off the head of the old one, because obviously this is nigh on 0. And they won't know what the existing meter was showing, but it's nowhere about to be seen. I wonder if I've got a spare head for that in the van. Someone's part of the car and I only just managed to squeeze past, so that tractor has no chance. I wouldn't like to be upsetting the farmer. Worth mentioning that the guy who owns the car, or the female who owns the car, is nowhere to be seen. Just took this off a outside tap I had in the van. B-E-A, beautiful. Well, this should be interesting because I also can't get out now. So the saga continues. I'm reversed back to the dog walking field because the black car that you can see on the video has broken down. Yeah, and now it's going to get the owner's on his way back with the keys and it's going to get towed out the way. What an eventful day. Big job breaking out here. And last but not least, oh no, it's like the motorway now. There's more coming. Mate, I just need to get to my next job. It took me longer sat here than it has to do the frigging water meter. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode. If you made it this far and you haven't clicked like, then click like, and I do appreciate every single one of you. Catch you on the next one. Bye bye, guys.